Do I even have to say the reason? The reason why the medal really reminds me of Imposters for Making My Pals is because Nicole was tormenting Gumball by trying to be a good model by helping him. And in Imposters Home for Making My Pals, Goofball torments Frankie by doing his homework and washing his football uniform and making him lunch and what is oh, that's not his driver's license. Yep. Now we can move on to the bottom 5. Number 5. So funny, I forgot to laugh. From Atrhur. This one is number 5 on the list, and it reminds me of Little Yellow Book from Spongebob. Okay, let me get these positives in reverse. I like the backstory of this opening. The opening backstory, but the rest of the episode is trash. I mean, Atrhur isn't supposed to be a bully to Sue Ellen because he has this brown fur coat or whatever. And his friend and Atrhur's friends are being a joke to him because he bullies Sue Ellen. Oh, this episode's so mean-spirited against both characters. I'm gonna say both of them. Also, he also tried to apologize to Sue Ellen by making apology letters, but it doesn't go. But the worst thing is he put a sheepdog head on Sue Ellen, and he humiliated Sue Ellen, and then Sue Ellen just switched classes. What the hell with this moral? They must have been spinning their graves all of a sudden. And then Atrhur says it's a joke. What the hell? I can't believe Atrhur's unlikable in this episode, including his friends. Really, just really, this episode is so bad and so very vile. And the reason why it reminds me of Little Yellow Book because Atrhur told it all on to the students and calling him a sheepdog. In Little Yellow Book, Squidward read SpongeBob's diary, and SpongeBob, which made SpongeBob cry, and the townspeople, which is the Bikini Bottomites, throw tomatoes at Squidward, but Squidward doesn't care. And the ending. Okay. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4. The triangle from the Amazing World of Gumball. This episode reminds me of SpongeBob, You're Fired from Spongebob. Ugh, it's so bad. This episode is so bad. This is definitely a Gumball torture episode. I mean, really. This episode starts on a band recital, then Dominic is mad at Gumball, and then there was gum hidden in Darwin's flute, and then Principal Brown blamed Gumball, and I'm not kidding, because his name was Gumball. What a stupid name for proof like this. But it was revealed it was Leslie who did this. And he just banned him from the band for a stupid reason? What the hell is wrong? What the hell is wrong with Principal Brown? I mean, his behavior is worse than the medal and the course. Yeah, I do think it's the worst Principal Brown episode of all time. And let me just say it. It's garbage. Just beyond garbage. You know and the reason why it reminds me of SpongeBob You're Fired, because Principal Brown blamed Gumball, well, because his name was Gumball, for putting gum on Darwin's flute. In SpongeBob You're Fired, Mr. Krabs fired SpongeBob so that he can save a nickel. That's all there is. Moving on. And this was number cuatro. Sweet and sour from the Powerpuff Girls. Okay, this is worse than Sunscream. This one's number trays on this list. And it reminds me of If It Smells Like an Ad by my Ed Eddy. No wonder why Gem Reviews hates this episode. This episode is really beyond mean-spirited against the Powerpuff Girls. They were trying to save the world by trying to get rid of those cute animals that are villains. Oh, come on, people! Aren't you stupid? They're villainous animals. They're evil. They look cute, but they're still evil. Ugh. This is downright bad. Seriously. They have been mean to the Powerpuff Girls. Also, the professor gets hypnotized by his animals, and the people do not. What the actual hell? Frick this episode. It is worse than Sunscream. Yeah, I do think it's really, really bad and vile. I mean, they've been framed for no reason. The Powerpuff Girls have been framed for no reason. And the reason why it reminds me of If It Smells Like an Ad is because the Powerpuff Girls get framed not because they're trying to harm the cute little animals. And If It Smells Like an Ad, they've been framed. The ads were framed by things that they did not do. By Jimmy. Because Jimmy wanted revenge because he got wedgied. Okay, moving on. And it looks like we're nearly on number 1 territory.